Oh boy. Oh boy, I can't wait. I can't wait to see this. So there's a part 2. So it's I'll probably have this video probably right after the other one that I uploaded. So I'm very curious to see what this part 2 is about. I'm just like, let's see. I'm just very curious. Quote unquote, this person, okay. Quote unquote, seasonal. He's a seasonal veteran, okay? He's a seasonal veteran, so that's all I gotta say. This is your seasonal veteran Monster Hunter player. Let's see what the seasonal veteran player has to say about this.
Wow. So my last Monster Hunter Wilds video got a ton of responses, way more than I expected. 5% of the people agreed with me and 95% disagreed.
Wow, what a shocker, huh? What an actual shocker, huh? Damn, 95% of people disagree with your wild ass take. Interesting, huh? It's like this veteran player over here doesn't really know about Monster Hunter, huh?
Completely thought I was off the mark. I've seen the comments and I just want to address them. And I'm going to be completely forthright, honest, transparent.
Okay.
I was having a shitty day.
Okay.
I needed to get whatever it was off of my chest, and I did that. Okay, I was just venting.
Okay.
I have no one to vent to, so I decided to do it on camera and upload it to YouTube. And to my surprise, I am literally the odd one out in the community that feels this way with Monster Hunter Wilds.
Of course you are. Of course you are. Because a lot of us who are actually legit monster hunters since the first fleet, yours truly here, we've been on this boat for the longest time, you know? You just probably started in Monster Hunter World like a lot of people have, you know? A lot of people started in Monster Hunter World. For yours truly has started from the very beginning.
And that's okay, you know, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I've got to be honest, I didn't even go onto my YouTube studio for a good day or two, and then I come back to all these comments and stuff like that, which kind of threw me for a loop. Let's just say that. I'm just going to start off by saying I still think Capcom is taking a huge risk with this game and not expanding on Monster Hunter World. That's just my opinion, and I stand by that. Okay,
that's fine.
I genuinely think they could have done another DLC. They could have expanded more.
Yeah, that's fine.
I also get why you guys might be excited for a new game, a new installment, new mechanics. I might have been too harsh in how I said things. I did watch it back just before. I was very upset. So the biggest one I saw was about the clutch claw and how that was being taken out. And you guys actually preferred that compared to it having it like you did in World. That surprised me too. And I think the truth of the matter is...
Really? It surprised you? Damn. I'm not even part of the Monster Hunter community. Like I don't look into like forums and like Reddit posts and like all this other shit. And even I can tell like from the videos, like, cause I watched a couple videos, right? You can abuse the shit out of it with this clutch claw, with some of the clutch claw mechanic stuff, you know? I didn't even know for some of these clutch claw mechanics until I started seeing it a little bit more, and I'm like, I see where the issue is with this. Yep, I can totally agree why nobody wants this in the game.
Is that I'm
or
not
nerf
a
it, you know?
long-time Monster Hunter fan. I'm a Monster Hunter World fan. You know, that's the only game that I have ever played in the Monster Hunter series.
Boom! Called that shit! I fucking called that shit! I can sniff them out, man. I can sniff them world players out, bro. I fucking called this shit, man. I fucking knew it, man. I was like, this person has to be a world player. There's no way this person has played the older Monster Hunter games. Impossible, dude. Impossible, dude, because these takes were so wild to hear. I was like, what is this guy talking about? I can weed them out. I can weed out these Monster Hunter World players, man. Lock and loaded, boys.
So I guess coming into Monster Hunter World and then going to Monster Hunter Wilds, maybe I didn't see that natural progression through the series.
Yeah,
I'm
boy.
starting to think. Okay, so the biggest one I would say is the clutch claw. So let's start there.
All right, let me see.
So my main issue with Wilds is that it felt like, to me, it took away some of that freedom and aggression that made me fall in love with World. Okay, aggression. I'm an aggressive fighter.
You can still be an aggressive fighter. You do know that like in Monster Hunter Rise, you can also be like it's pretty like, what's the best, like in Monster Hunter Rise specifically, like you have all these art moves where you can be like super aggressive and pull off the most fanciest shit in like Monster Hunter Rise. You know, you can do all of this crazy stuff in Monster Hunter Rise compared to Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World is a lot more like super tamer compared to Monster Hunter Rise when it comes to like mechanic wise and like spectacle fights, you know?
In video games. And the clutch claw was a big part of that for me. The biggest question I have is Capcom just getting rid of it because the community is saying that it's bad? And if so, are they replacing it with anything? And one thing that surprised me personally was that apparently most of the community is genuinely happy that it's gone.
Yep.
I had no clue. You know, I'm not in touch with the community, so that's fair enough.
I'm not in touch with the community either, and I fucking knew about that too.
I still think it added a level of aggression that I enjoyed as a player.
Man, just play Monster Hunter Rise, bro. If you want fucking aggression, just play Monster Hunter Rise. You'll see the difference. You'll see the difference between Monster Hunter World and Rise, okay, buddy? I don't really use the mechanic personally because number one, I haven't played the game in a while, so I kind of completely forgot how to use them. But like at the end of the day, I just don't really use them. So.
But I can understand why some players can probably think that it's repetitive or it's like a fight skipper. You know?
No, it's overpowered.
So I can see both sides here.
No, it's overpowered, dude.
Focus mode. I saw a lot of people saying focus mode does make you feel like Levi from Attack on Titan, and you know it does feel rewarding. And look, I get it. You know, watching back, I can see how focus mode has that satisfying flow to reward players. But look, for me personally, it just still feels like the AI is doing too much for the player. You know, those cool combos, I just spat, those cool combos that you get stuck in an animation into, I want to do that, you know, I want to do those sick moves.
But like, all you do with the clutch claw is like aim at them, press one button, and then it still does the animation, like it still does the animation for you, though. You just only press like one button. You press like what is it? L1 and then like circle for the clutch claw, and then you press triangle to attack. Like you just only press like 3 buttons, you know?
All I have to do is just hold the shift mode, my focus mode, hold shift, click a button, and then watch the animation go on. You know, I want to do something.
I'm about to lose my shit, man, with this guy. That's what you do, the same thing in the world, man. It does the animation for you too. I guess you could say the argument or so is like you can move, you know, when you clutch claw on him, you know, you can move up to his face. I'm like, but still though, like you press that button or so and you're still doing the same thing. It takes skills to press 3 buttons. It's still the same thing. What are you talking about? This argument falls apart. What is this man talking about?
I don't want the AI to do all those cool moves for me. I seriously love the idea of focus mode. I do. I just wish that they would maybe look more into it to the point where it's not just about clicking one button and then letting an animation play out. I want it to be more skill-based.
I'm losing my shit, man. I'm losing it, chat. I'm fucking losing it. What is this man talking about? About skill?
Another big concern was Destiny 2 and me comparing that to Monster Hunter World or the Monster Hunter series in general. Fuck no. Okay. Never in my life would you catch me comparing that to Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter's it's in a different league, okay? I was merely just making an example as Destiny 2 is a video game that came out in 2017. And they've brought out 5 DLCs in that time.
Yeah, but you want to know the difference between Monster Hunter and freaking, you know, and what is it? What was it called? Destiny 2, right? They don't give you free seasonal title updates, okay? All right? It's not like they add in, like, you know, crazy shenanigans compared to Monster Hunter, you know, in Destiny. Unless they do, but I don't really pay attention to it. And even then, it's like mostly heavy. It's like super heavily monetized, anyways. From like what? From like their battle pass, the in-game shop, whatever they have in there. You know, it's like the comparison between like literally they give you like a fully fledged pledge game, and then they give you free seasonal title updates, and then they give you one big DLC that's like literally an expansion to the game itself. Like it's literally an expansion, you know?
And how successful have they been? Pretty damn successful.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Yeah, Destiny's pretty successful? Damn, man. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that thing.
So I was just stating a fact that a game like Destiny 2 is bringing out DLCs. I'm pretty sure they brought one out in 2023, 2 years ago. That was. And players are still jumping on it. And I was just making a point that, you know, maybe
Was he ranting about
they shouldn't have just done one DLC.
Apparently he's sorry. Apparently he's sorry, but I'm about to lose my shit with some of these arguments, man. Or how he's clarifying, you know?
There was someone who was saying Iceborne is pretty much 3 DLCs in one, and I totally
successful.
Get that.
The CEO of Destiny is successful leaving with his cars. Oh man, dude.
I just feel like they could have done another one. But hey, if you
I generally think he is sorry, but I think he doesn't know what the fuck's been happening with Destiny. I think he's just a casual gamer. I think this guy is just a casual gamer, okay? I don't hate this guy, okay? I don't hate him. Nobody should be sending hate to him. But my God, is it very funny to listen to this guy, though. This guy is funny as shit, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. Monster Hunter's pretty heavy monetized, too. Have you seen those stickers? How am I supposed to be Fatalis without You're right. I forgot. They heavily monetize the stickers. Right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
You agree with that? You disagree with that? You know, that's fine. Now, I think I'll be real for a second, okay? Most of my frustration was not rage bait. As much as you might think that it is.
It's not?
I genuinely did not mean it for it to come out that way. I was just venting. I have no one to vent to. I've no one to vent to. So I decided to do it on camera, upload the video. I did not think that the majority of the Monster Hunter community felt indifferent about the way that I felt.
I'm not even part of the community, and I understand the Monster Hunter community. See, this is the problem between, I guess you could say, because he's taking the word veteran player, right? Seasonal veteran player, right? I'm a seasonal master player, right? Especially with everyone else who has played like from the PSP days. People who has played from the PSP, PS2, you know, fucking what is it? Fucking Wii, the Wii and the Wii U version. We're all considered as seasonal masters now at this point, you know?
And maybe this is just what happens when you have someone who joins the Monster Hunter world, no pun intended, playing Monster Hunter World.
He's a tourist! He's a tourist! Tourist right here! We caught them, chat. Live on action right here. Tourist right here.
For the first game, you know, I didn't see that natural progression from the very first game, which was, I believe, in PlayStation. I fell in love with Monster Hunter World because of what it was, and not what I knew, if that makes sense. And most of that
I get it.
frustration
He's
that came into
passionate
that
about it, you
video
know. He likes Monster Hunter,
was because
but the problem is you're looking at Monster Hunter as like a single game. You're not looking at Monster Hunter, the entire franchise, and how it has evolved from the first game all the way until now, basically. You know, you just haven't saw the entire timeline. Like, I didn't even get the chance to play the Wii U version. I only played the demo for the DS version, and I only played a little bit for the Switch version. And even I knew the progression and the differences, the trailers, all of the new mechanics that they added and everything in all of the Monster Hunter games, you know?
was expecting Monster Hunter World 2. And Wilds is not that. The UI threw me off. The user interface was...
I guess. There's some aspects of the UI, but there's still some of the UI that's still pretty much the same.
just completely different than what I expected. My keybinds were different. I mean, my Switchblade, all my keybinds were completely thrown in a mumble jumble. And I think the truth is I just wasn't patient enough to learn a new game, new mechanics. And when you go into a game frustrated, it's easy to focus, no pun intended, on what you don't like instead of what's actually good. So I completely understand where you guys are coming from. I understand why you think it's rage bait. I understand your negative comments. Just know that it was not intentional. I genuinely mean that. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. I just needed to vent. I didn't know who to vent to. And I'm still going to stand on this hill and say that everything that I said in the video, I completely still agree with. So
can you say that one more time?
I didn't know who to vent to. And I'm still going to stand on this hill and say that everything that I said in the video, I completely still agree with.
You see, I'm in tune with the community of Monster Hunter. The community wants more DEI, more wokeness, and monsters with schlock. This guy still agrees to all of the points in the video. Boo this man! Boo! Boo this man! Man, it's some bullshit, man. Oh my god, you can't be serious, dude. You cannot be, bro. You have to acknowledge some of that shit is not correct, especially the Smithy conversation where he says, "There's a female Smithy in my game. How dare they put a female Smithy in my game? It should be a man's game." I'm like, what are you talking about? There's been female Smithies before. What are you talking about? I'm losing my mind. This man. I'm losing my shit with this video.
So where do I stand now? I still think some of my points hold up. Okay.
Which
I
ones?
don't think focus mode is perfect. It's not skill based enough for me.
The clutch claw is also not skill based either. What do you mean? What do you mean it takes skills? What are you talking about?
Me personally, I think they need to make it more rewarding. You need to make the player feel more rewarded.
What? What am I listening? I'm about to lose my mind. Yes, free fetch clutch claw makes clutch claw great again. Can't defeat Arvid without it.
Rather than just hitting a spot that is a very large hitbox, by the way. And I miss the aggression.
I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say it. No, Nyaru, don't go there. Don't say shit. Don't say shit. Don't say it. Don't say it. It's not a Call of Duty lobby. I feel rewarded whenever I pull off the levy move with dual blades. Apparently, it's not skilled enough. Apparently, dubstep. It's not skilled enough. It's not, you know. It's the AI that's doing it for you. You know, it's the AI. Remember, dubstep. That's what he says. He says it's the AI that is doing it for you. You know.
With such things like the clutch claw, I think being planted on 2 feet, working around the monster, not being like agile enough, and sticking at its feet, you know, it's a different type of pacing of fights for me personally. Seriously though, the open world looks actually amazing. I'm actually kind of annoyed that I didn't get a chance to explore a bit more because I was so frustrated with the game. And I think there's going to be one thing that I want to tell most of you, which are probably going to surprise you, is thank you. And you might be like, why are you thanking me? I'm literally cussing you out. I'm literally telling you to kill yourself. The more that I hear from you guys as other players, and especially like long time players, the more I realize that this isn't a step backwards per se. It's just a step in a different direction. Thank you for that. You know, you opened my eyes. As you can tell, I'm no longer angry. I'm definitely not going to take back what I said. I still have a lot to figure out about Monster Hunter Wilds, and I'm sure that like my opinion will evolve as I actually play the game. So you
just gotta wait for the game to come out.
Playing the game, and
the only take that I agree with him in his video is the optimization issue. That is literally all I agree with. Everything else, I do not agree with whatsoever.
Not be thinking about Monster Hunter World. I'm going to go in there with a fresh head. I want to relearn everything. You know, I did it with Monster Hunter World and I fell in love with the game. If I can do it with that game, I can do it with this game. Again, this was not for views or subscribers, okay? Who in their right mind would do that kind of a rant video for views and subscribers? I was literally just venting.
Take a look at the Call of Duty community. There's a lot of people videos. There's a lot of videos who like kind of rant about, you know, angry rants about Call of Duty. So, you know, just saying. He's right. His focus mode is too unskillful. We need to put a Kara cancel into focus mode.
I was expecting to lose subscribers, which did happen. Look, I get it. We all have differing opinions. It's a gaming community. This is what makes games great.
Yeah.
Passion.
Yeah, but like the problem is with like your opinions came from emotions that you were angry from something else. And you decided to thrust your frustration to the internet on a public space, and then we called it wrong because in actual factual facts, the games have always evolved, every single one. Well, except the early. Well, I guess you can kind of say it kind of evolved, but like it was like small evolutions. But like the bigger evolutions were like the more later entries of the older generation of Monster Hunter. I guess you can say, you know. So.
If you're not passionate about a game, why are we even talking about it? I've said my piece, and now it's your turn. Do you think Wilds will genuinely live up to the hype and maybe even surpass World? Or do you think
I think it will, because the reason why is because it's been more in the mainstream audience now. I think it's gonna break into the mainstream audience. The only problem is it's the optimization is what I'm scared of about this game itself. I'm scared of the optimization for this game. I'm really hoping it does good, because holy shit, I don't want to spend money on a new GPU, okay? That's the reason why.
There are two separate games
I don't want
in their own right, and there is no comparing. I don't know, maybe you can convince me. I'd love to go into Wilds with a fresh start, fresh head, learn everything again. And I think I will do that if I can save enough money. So for the person who told me to go kill myself, I would genuinely like to say to you, you might have a bit too much passion for the game.
I don't approve. I don't approve any self-harming whatsoever. You know, I personally never said anything about that. I will criticize you and make fun of you, you know, because your takes are wild. No pun intended. but like seriously.
Whole. maybe just think twice about sending such messages online. Okay, lucky for me, I've been bullied for most of my life, so seeing such comments on and words on the screen doesn't really affect me.
I disagree. The optimization could do damage to the brand and ruin the progress that World did to mainstream. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about the like, I don't think like I'm hoping it does well, but the optimization is what I'm worried about the most, you know? But it has definitely broken into the mainstream because of Asmongold playing Monster Hunter World, and then he gave it a thumbs up for Monster Hunter World, you know? So I'm like, I think that's kind of like the kind of push it needed or so, the publicity that it needed or so for Monster Hunter to pop off in the next game. But everyone's worried about the optimization. Everybody's worried about the optimization for this game. It's just like, why give us a beta from the build that we played, you know, last year? Why can't you give us a new build of the beta? Like, you know, why can't you just do it, you know? What's holding you back from it? This is what we're scared of. A lot of us are scared about the optimization for the game.
Okay, I've learned to be mature about that type of stuff. That's all I wanted to say. I didn't mean for it to come off as rage bait, but I think it did come off as rage bait, if that makes sense. I didn't mean for it like that, okay, genuinely. So thank you so much for opening my eyes a little bit. I'll see you guys when the game comes out.
That's good. That's good. Hey man, no hate or anything like that, right? It's not like I hate this dude. It's like, oh, you should go kill yourself, blah 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 blah. You know? No. There's honestly like, I don't really hate the guy or anything like that, but I do disagree with a lot of his points. You know, I'm just like, especially the one where he's just like, you know, there's a female smithy, you know, and then like there should be a guy in there instead. I'm like, there has been female smithies before. There's even been I guess you can say like a lolly smithy, I guess you can say. There's also been like female, like there's been like grandma armor workers too as well, like armor makers or so. Grandma always make the armors for us, you know, sometimes in some of the games. So it's just like, you know, it is what it is, you know? It's just how it was. It's just how it was in the older games, you know? But like, you know, he hasn't played any of the older games, because if he did, he wouldn't make these wild assumptions and wild claims, you know? And I'm like, this guy definitely played, like I even said, this guy definitely played Monster Hunter World. I don't think he ever played any of the older games, you know? That's the only reason why, you know? The older games were like classics, but they were also pain too as well. They were also pain, straight up pain to play them too as well back then. Especially having like only like what, one stick analog or so, and using the arrow buttons or so on the PSP to aim with the heavy bow gun and everything. Oof, my god, that shit was AIDS. But yeah. Anyways, but at least like I guess you could say he kind of like repented. Sort of, not really though. like there's still some issues with this argument in this video, you know, how he says like, you know, look at Destiny 2, you know how successful Destiny 2 is. He needs to play Monster Hunter Stories to see the whole story. I want to play that franchise though. I do actually want to do, but yeah. Anyways, as a seasonal master player, what do I say about this video? I still disagree to 2 points on here. The only thing that I agree on is the optimization issue that I have with the game itself. Everyone here is very worried about the optimization for the game. I'm also worried about it too, because I really do not want to buy a new GPU, because I'm trying to save money for my model, which I am. But this game and a lot of the newer games have been giving me a little bit of an issue running them a little bit. So yeah. Who thought he was rage baiting? I knew the dude just really believed what he said. Dude is just passionate in what he believes in. Shame on the people going too far and shit talking this dude or telling to delete himself. Y'all are L hunters, and if I see you in the lobbies, I'm hunting you. Yeah, that's true. I don't really condone any violence or self-harm or harm on anybody or so. I don't really condemn harm on this guy, you know, whatsoever. It's just a guy who's like super passionate on Monster Hunter. You didn't. Bitch, don't call yourself a seasoned master if you didn't play Monster Hunter Stories or Monster Hunter Go. Shut the fuck up. Shut your bitch up. You think I have money or so? You think I have money? Huh? 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 Oh yeah, you wanna know something? Have you played that Monster Hunter freaking mobile game? I didn't think so, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I went that far. I went to the mobile game distance of that. Yeah, what you gonna do now, huh? You didn't play it. I know you didn't. Shut your bitch ass up. Yeah, Monster Hunter was on mobile, so if you guys didn't know about that, so yeah. Anyways, you guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. But yeah, personally, no hate on the dude, but I will call out your shenanigans though. That's pretty much it. You know, I'm just saying, I will call out your shenanigans. Your shenanigans must be called out because they're pretty much incorrect. I played the iOS version. Yeah, because you could only, if I remember correctly, you could only play it on the iOS version. If I remember correctly, I think that was the only platform you can play. I don't know. It's been like forever though. I remember because my friend helped me. Like kind of like download it on it though. I don't know how he did it or so, but yeah, he helped me out on it. So, but yeah, but it's like super long time ago. I don't even remember anymore. So, but yeah. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Like I said, he kind of repented, but he's still standing on that hill, though, apparently, with a lot of the things he agrees in the video. I personally do not agree, but hey, agree to disagree. I don't hate the guy. He does what he likes, Monster Hunter, which is fine, understandable, you know? But personally, even I'm not part of the community of the Monster Hunter, and even I know that the Clutch Claw is a pretty abusive mechanic, so... I played before Monster Hunter ever came out. I'm Fleet Zero. Y'all need to get on my level. Get the fuck out of here. I'm out of here. And peace.